Alrighty. Okay, Nilbert, you are ready to go.
Okay, if you let's see. Okay, perfect. There we go. Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. And I guess this is our second to the last huddle in 2025. We have one more tomorrow, right before the new year. So first off, I want to greet everyone. I hope everyone had a blessed and very Merry Christmas. And I pray that everyone is already gearing up for the new year because, like Adrian said, we have our leadership convention, leadership seminar next week. So that's such a perfect way to start the year, right? Um, Today's topic is actually very fitting to end the year, actually, because it's one of the most basic kind of like skill sets that I believe every one of us should at least have some degree of proficiency in because it all lends to being duplicatable. But before that, as usual, let's have like 1 to 2 shares. I know a lot of people have been working hard even through the holidays. I think yesterday on Samson's call, Kimberly shared that she enrolled people like on Christmas Day or the day after Christmas or something like that. So yeah, let's Kimberly, why don't you kick us off?
Well, first of all, I just wanted to say happy birthday to our fearless, wonderful, talented, brilliant leader, George.
Happy birthday, George!
Happy birthday, George.
Happy birthday, George!
Hey.
Where is he?
Happy birthday, George!
Okay.
George.
Is George here?
That's actually I'm not sure if
No, George
George.
is not on. He's
Okay.
not on. I will admit him if he were to attempt to be on. He's not.
Oh, he's celebrating.
You guys are so fun, though. That's so sweet.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Anybody
that's all I
else?
wanted to share, really. But it is exciting to, keep talking to people because as many people that say after the holidays and all of that, something that Christine shared, I think yesterday was there is some loneliness sometimes. So people are excited to meet up and to do something, especially if a family is out of town and the kids are grown. Like the few people that I met, one was working, and then the other gentleman, is his kids are older and they have their families. And so he's like, he was the one who called me. He's like, all right, right after Christmas, let's go. And so they are looking for them. So I would just say eliminate that verbiage out of your vernacular. Don't say that. Just say there are people that want to see me during the holidays.
Right. Kimberly, I would like to talk about what we just talked about on the other about the fire horse acceleration, 100
Oh,
years.
yes.
Right. Read that. That's so good.
Okay.
So good. So good.
Let me see if I could find it. But I know Irene had something really
Yes.
great about the fire horse
Yes.
too, but we have all been working on that. So this year is very, very exciting. 2026 is a universal year. And when you add all those numbers together, the universal year is one. So it means that this universal year affects everyone collectively. It means new beginnings. This is the beginning of a brand new 9-year global cycle. So, what we need to think about is fresh starts, new doors opening, initiation, courage, and leadership, and setting direction for the next decade. And in 2026, the world energy is so changing right now. It's amazing. It means begin, choose, and step forward. Those are the 3 or 4 words that are key, is to begin, choose, and step forward. And then let's see. So the world energy year 1 talks about initiating, leading, and pioneering. And it's a really powerful combination. And the fire horse is really excellent. And maybe Irene would like to talk about that because I think it's just really setting us up for a great few years, 9 years, but especially the next 3 to 5. That's it.
Yeah. Excellent. Irene. And then we'll let Nilbert go with his training, but we were excited about this morning,
Okay.
and so we wanted to share that. Irene.
Okay, sorry. I had to go back and find what I found.
I know it's a world reset. That's the other thing,
Yes.
Irene, too. It's a
Yes.
world reset,
Uh-huh.
especially with AI coming in and all of the changes in technology. This is like really going to be pivotal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it's okay, I found it. So it's
Okay.
the fire horse, it's not just about speed or independence, it's the essence of motion itself. So if you add the spark of fire, you've got a year brimming with passion, courage, and big, fearless decisions. So it's not a time to hold back. It's about tuning into your deepest desires and letting them guide your path. So I'm super excited about 2026 because everybody's going to accelerate. I'm super excited about my own team. They're going to accelerate. Everybody's going to accelerate. You have to feel that excitement. You've got to put it in your soul, in your heart so that you can move forward with this motion and take advantage of this year because it only comes around every 100 years.
Yes, yes. And what even what Elizabeth was just saying, it must be done with others.
Yes.
You see, it has to be done with others. So this is a perfect time, isn't it? It's so exciting,
Oh,
exciting.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. Really, Christine, Kimberly, and Irene. It's very exciting because yes, it's perfect alignment with what our company is doing. We are the company, will be announcing a lot of exciting stuff during the leadership conference. So really, really perfect timing. Frida, you wanted to share something before we get going with the training.
Yes, real quick. I just want to give a shout out to Allison, who has booked 7 appointments in the last 2 days. In addition,
Woo!
she has a brand new person on today, and his name is Tommy. I do believe that he's working, so I don't think he can talk, but that's consistency. We sit down, we mapped out a plan, and she's working her plan to the T, to her T chart, doing exactly what she needs to do. She has total clarity now on how to move forward.
Very, very nice. Congratulations on that. All right. Okay. So let's dive in. So today's topic that I want to share with you guys, it's one like I mentioned, it's one of our basic skill sets that I think everyone should have some degree of proficiency in. Let me share my screen and we will get going. Okay. All right. If I can find my, oh, there it is. Okay. Presenting 101, flipping the slides. Like how simple can that be, right? Um, and why is it important? Well, like I mentioned, our business or our platform is all about being very duplicatable, right? So you have to make sure that even in sharing the opportunity, the process of sharing the opportunity has to be very duplicatable. So we're talking about how to deliver a powerful presentation that is clear, exciting, and like I mentioned, the most important part is very duplicatable, right? The goal is simple. We learn to present this in 30 minutes or less, create clarity, and inspire prospects to want to know more, right? So the purpose of this training really is, um, I believe it's one of the more valuable skills that people can develop. Now, again, we realize not everyone is comfortable presenting, right? But eventually, just think about this. The fact that we are starting on a fire horse here, which means your team is going to explode, right? Your team is going to explode. You're going to have a lot of people, a lot of leaders in your team. So there will come a point where you will have to start showing them basically how to share this opportunity the proper way, right? Our goal is not to overwhelm prospects with information. See, I made that mistake from the start where I really went in depth with, a lot of the ingredients and all that. But really, that was not the right way to do it because our goal is to create belief and curiosity, Clear beats complicated every single time, right? So why under 30 minutes? I think everyone can relate. In this generation, people are very, very busy. Attention spans are shorter than ever. I don't know. George mentioned it one time, like
30 seconds.
yeah, there we go.
30
Right.
seconds.
Thank you, Lynn.
Oh, sorry.
When you stay under 30 minutes, you look professional, respectful, and intentional. The best presentations leave prospects saying, well, tell me more, not like, oh, when is this going to end? Right? So that's the whole purpose of why we keep it under 30 minutes. So the purpose of a presentation isn't to explain everything, right? It's to help them decide whether they want to know more, right? Okay, what a good presentation is, right? A great presentation is simple, conversational, right? Story driven. That's why we always have, testimonials, right? It's story driven, visual. The like the PowerPoint that the company already has for us is perfect in this way and very easy to duplicate. Again, that duplication part, right? Your prospect should watch and think, I can do that, right? Not like, oh my gosh, I'd never be able to like present that, right? You want them to feel empowered that they can actually do exactly what you just showed them, right? So what it isn't, it's not a science class. I think a lot of our leaders have already mentioned this. We don't, unless anyone here thinks they know more than Dr. Goobler, don't try to be Dr. Goobler, right? It's also not a comp plan seminar. Don't go through the details of each and every way to make money in this industry or in this company, like our compensation plan. It's not a marathon. Your presentation requires people to take notes, okay, if the way you're presenting and the prospects end up taking a lot of notes as if they're in college, guess what? It's too complicated, right? It's too complicated. Okay. How should it flow, right? So this is the simple winning structure right here. Okay. You welcome them, right? You present a problem, or you relate to a problem, you provide a solution, thereby introducing the product, introducing the business. You tell them why now, right? And then social proof, stories, right? Real life testimonies, and then next steps, what to do next. If you follow this, it's very easy to keep on track, to stay clear, and it will end up being a very effective and powerful presentation. So we're going to go through each one of these. Okay, so welcome. Brief introduction. It's a very short intro, like who you are, why you're excited, set expectations that this is an overview, not an entire encyclopedia. Okay. So I always mention, like when I present, I always mention that, this is going to be an overview of a little bit of who we are as a company, who we are as a community, and what we offer. Basically, that's it. All right. The problem, right? This is easy because the purpose is to connect people with the pain that they're feeling right now, whether it's health concerns, financial pressure, burnout, lack of freedom, right? Because if there's no problem, there's no need for a solution, right? So you have to connect with what it is that they're really looking for to address. And 99% of the time, they will fall under one of these categories, right? Health, finances, freedom, right? So present the problem, connect them, make them realize, okay, yeah, that's what we're addressing. So now you offer the solution, right? This is where we introduce the company briefly, right? We kind of mention, it's a brand new company, startup, it's still growing, why we exist, what our purpose is, and what makes it special, right? We don't need to preach. We just need to show them, okay, they already know, okay, well, I'm looking for health or I'm looking for an extra source of income. Wow, this company is already, doing this much or whatever in such a short time. They will connect the dots themselves, right? So you just have to make it relatable. Now, the products, okay? Focus on the benefits, not necessarily the ingredients. When I started doing this, I memorized almost every ingredient in every product. Like I would rattle it off, right? And then come to find out, like, people get like, wow, I mean, he must really be some kind of, like product specialist or something, which I'm definitely not, right? But again, it's the whole purpose of being duplicatable and being relatable. So you focus on the benefits. Stories beat science, right? People don't buy formulas. They buy outcomes. If they can relate, oh, well, Lovey mentioned that Vitality helped her with their insomnia. I have trouble sleeping. So that's the kind of connection we're looking for, right? Now, when it comes to the business, okay, this is where you paint the vision and lifestyle possibilities. Again, keeping it simple. No comp plan breakdown. You introduce a little bit of how we make, how the different ways the company helps us make money, but you don't have to, okay, you need 300 points on this side, 600 points on that side. And when that happens, you earn a cycle. Oh, by the way, blah, blah, blah. It's just going to confuse them. It's like, oh, okay, it's going to be information overload. So you keep it simple, right? Make them feel possibility and hope instead. Like, okay, imagine what you can do if you can earn an extra $500 a month. That'd be significant for you and your household, things like that, right? And then there's the timing, right? Why now? Well, timing matters, growth matters, momentum matters. Show why this moment is powerful, right? Especially as we're getting into the new year, as Kimberly and Irene just shared, the year of the fire horse. Everything is aligning, right? Timing is everything. Okay. Social proof, people believe people, right? Show examples, different ages, different backgrounds, success levels. That's why I always mention when I present, I have no experience in this industry, right? That helps make it very relatable to those who've never done network marketing or have no idea what network marketing is, right? And then for those who already have experience in network marketing, to hear, from someone who's never done it before that that person can actually do it gives them even more confidence. Well, if he can do it, I can definitely do it because I've already like done network marketing. That kind of a connection is what, or that kind of relatability is what we're looking for when it comes to social proof, right? We definitely show that people from all different ages, different backgrounds, and different success levels can do this, and that's what we have in our community. Okay. Next, this is very, very important. What's next, right? Because again, we're just giving an overview. So we don't just dump people at the end after we show them the presentation. We guide them. Next step could be trying the product, scheduling a three-way call with your leader, with your upline, or attending another Zoom, right? So you just say like, for example, tonight is or today is about clarity. If what you heard makes sense, let's explore more together, right? Does that make sense? Yeah, it's leading them to the next step. Okay. Now, when you present, how to present with confidence. Okay. Don't memorize. I tried that. What happens is when you memorize the script, and then when that crucial moment that you forget one word or two words, then suddenly you're at a mental block, like, be real. Use your own story. Smile, right? Energy should be an 8 out of 10. If you present like, okay, so the company started like 2 years ago, and you know, guess what? They're probably, even though it's 30 minutes, they're gonna have like maybe a 30-minute nap, right? Nice power nap right there. Okay. So Make sure on Zoom you have good lighting, eye level camera, okay? No distractions. I used to struggle with that too because I do have two little, two doggies here. One of them is like an 8-month-old fireball, uh, who right now is chewing on my table. But anyway, um, so that's how you present with confidence. So when you don't know an answer, because eventually they will ask questions that you may not be sure about. Great question. Let me connect you with someone who can explain that better, right? You know what that does? That builds trust. It kind of not only does it build trust because it tells them, okay, well, he's not just trying to just answer whatever, right? He really wants to make sure that he's giving the right answer. And then secondly, it also makes it very relatable. It gives the person confidence. Well, I don't have to know everything in order to do this. It gives them confidence that they can do this too, right? So, final challenge. Okay, I challenge every one of you to either host or co-host a presentation within 7 days. Actually, you know what? Co-hosting is actually how I started and how Lovey started, and how we already started other members in our team. You just give, when you're presenting, you give them like, okay, hey, Jasmine, you want to talk about just these two products right here because you really have a great story there. You know, it starts giving your team, building up that confidence to speak in front of a Zoom, speak in front of prospects, right? So you get them to co-host until eventually they'll be able to do everything by themselves, right? And here's one thing that I want to share with you guys too. Don't wait until you feel ready, right? Ready is not a feeling, because you get ready by doing it. Okay? Keep it simple, make it duplicatable. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be clear, confident, and you just need to care about people. So that, folks, is just a quick kind of like a presentation 101 pointers on how to be able to relate to your prospects, deliver a presentation that is short, concise, and clear. But most importantly, they have to feel that you're doing this because you care about them. And it's not pretend, because this is what we do as a community. This is why we're strong as a community with three, right? Because we really care about people. We want to help them get healthy. We want to help them get financially healthy, right? And there we go. So thank you, guys. I hope you guys were able to take some notes. And as usual, I'm gonna send the slides to George and Adrian, because they have this nice, amazing way where when you listen to the recording, you can actually see the slides or something. That's way too high tech for me, but anyway. All right, I'm gonna turn this back over to Adrian.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Nilbert. That was excellent training. As usual, you always do such a stellar job. Really, really appreciate it. Yes, please email those over. We'll make sure that those go up as well. And those will be with the recording. And this is live as well already on Legacy Makers team. So I'm super excited you guys already have access to that. And yeah, let's make it a great Tuesday. I did want to make one note. We won't have a training Thursday morning, just in lieu of New Year's, right? So on the 1st, there will not be a morning training. I originally had scheduled that, but then I was like, probably not. So we won't have it on the 1st. We'll start on the 2nd, and then we'll get going. We are going to launch our 26-day, I think I've decided it's going to be 26 days to freedom, building to 3-star. So that's what we'll do. It'll be going out, it'll be launching in the Facebook group. It's going to be phenomenal. Everything you trained on today will help people be able to present and with clarity and confidence. And so really appreciate you, Nilbert. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being on. Make it a beautiful day. And tonight, of course, we have Empowerment Tuesday as well still happening. All right, we'll see you later. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.